previous video about the abandoned stations of PR did relatively well, so today I'll be going over removed stations of the game. So let's get into it. Islington Square was a station in the valley between what is now Leeton and Russell Lane. There's quite a bit to talk about this station, so let's do a timeline. British Railway started development in 2022. Originally, the plan was to have the railway start at Merion and go to Victoria Harbour and Islington Square. Originally, the station was supposed to be underground. After the devs decided to add Leeton, Islington Square was made to be overground and seemingly going to be part of the Leeton Loop. The tracks, to my knowledge, were never connected, but they weren't far apart. At the Leeton end, the tracks would have probably connected to where Leeton Sidings is now. Sometime before the public release of the game, Islington Square was replaced by the Ashdean branch. The station itself was made to look abandoned. In version 1.1, the station was fully demolished. What remains today is a station sign and a stone which reads Islington Square. So that was the timeline. Here's some trivia. Islington Square's platform signage and the sign at the entrance had the National Rail logo, something that no other station has. The station had 4 platforms, but only 2 tracks, meaning that doors would have opened on both sides. Near the station, there were 2 wide 142 power cars, separated from each other. At Leeton, there used to be signs where it said that the station was closed due to unsafe environments. Palmer's Road was located between St James Park and Preston Junction. The station was opened in the public release of the game, version 1.0. The station had 4 platforms, of which 2 were in use. The central 2 platforms were on the intercity lines and were fenced off, meaning that intercity was never planned to stop here. Near the station there was a siding with a Class 90 in it. This was interesting for the time, as at this point the Class 90 was not accessible as a drivable train to the public. The station was closed and demolished in version 1.1. The reason being to allow the construction of an underpass for trains terminating at Preston Junction and the construction of Old Palmer's Road TMD. At the spot where the station entrance used to be is now a plaque reading "Rest in Peace, Palmer's Road." Jumping back to the Ashdean branch now, between the current sites of Longbow and Russell Lane stations was a station called Wycombe Castle. The station was located right after Longbow, next to Wycombe Castle, and opened in version 1.0. The station's platform had a unique tilde shape. The station building was interesting, as the logo on it is from an old game many of Ford Rail developers worked on, called Pebbleton Railways. In version 1.1, the station was closed for traffic. The station platforms were made dirt covered, the dot matrix displays taken away, the platform sign is replaced by "Do Not Alight" signs, and the station building's windows and doors boarded up. Something to note is that the station building was reused as the northern entrance to Hume Heath station. Also, at some point a sign appeared reading "Hogwarts LOL", which is probably a reference to Hogwarts Castle in Harry Potter. In version 1.2, the station was fully demolished and replaced by a hill with a tunnel going through it. The castle was moved to Russell Lane. Don't ask how. Well, that was every station that has been removed from the game. What do you think about these stations? Do you remember them? Would you like them to come back? Tell me in the comments. I'd also like to thank Will Loves Transport for allowing me to use clips from his video. But that's all for me today, so goodbye.